Have audio now? I think I do. I can see that it says I have audio. That is great. I'm gonna hit click go live over here. Boom. All right, let's see how Restream is doing. We good, we good, we good. Everybody's streaming, everybody's streaming. We got a new chat message already. No way. No way. Oh, it was from myself. Ha! My hair's crazy tonight. Do not care. I did the cold plunge. And that's why my hair looks crazy. I'm going to let the guys in and gals. Let everybody in. Admit. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. We got some cool shit tonight. Every day I learn something. Every day.
Recording in progress.
And what I realize is that the more that I learn, the less that I actually know, which is quite the mind F if you think about it. But it's absolutely true. The more you learn, the less you know, because you start going in deeper on things and you start realizing, oh shit, there's a whole other level to this I don't know nothing about. Quite a humbling experience. Patrick, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. Yourself?
I'm good, man. I had Claude talk about, or dissect everything that we were talking about last night with the peptide thing, and it spit out an idea that anyone can action. Let me go pull it up. That's my greatest limiting factor right now is time and being able to action things. I can think about ideas all day. I can direct people all day, but my ability to stay focused and
You know what Claude told me? Boundaries. Boundaries are huge. People take energy. So if you give energy to people that are just wasting your time, your money, you need to cut those things out. And I realize that's my biggest limiting factor. That's what Claude told me.
Dude, I'm an expert at letting people waste my time. I have a PhD in that shit. Boom, boom, boom. Let's share my screen. Let's share my screen. Oh. Gotta do a fit to screen. Boom. Whoa. What is that? Why is that so big? Get that out of there. Get that out of there. All right. So, the problem. Peptide coaches. They're all over the place. So what are we supposed to do? So I basically had it analyze everything that we talked about last night. You said right here you're charging $2,600 to $3,500 for coaching. The product is good. The distribution is broken. So it put together a little plan for how you can navigate these back alleys of the peptide world. And now this isn't just for you. And I put this on my story earlier. Anyone can take this and run with it. All right, and when everyone takes and run with it, they're going to have a different version of whatever they come up with, which is good. And so what I want people to do, look, already got Bowen on it 11 hours ago. So Bowen has already picked up this idea. The ball's already been put in play. He's trying to advance the runner. So what I would do, if you do want to continue to kind of figure out how to navigate this thing, take these prompts, go throw them in Claude, and then it's going to give you some solutions. You then test solutions, and if you get a positive result, boom, that's what we want. The second you get a positive result, you pull back, and you go back to Claude, and you automate. All right, how do I do this again without me actually having to do anything? That is the key to all of this. If you figure out how to make some money, pull away, try to figure out how to automate, or lean in, try to figure out how to charge more. That's kind of where we're at with Austin Brown, which is right here. The business profile audit. So it already says you have a fucking killer idea where basically you're going to go in to businesses, regardless of what they are, and you're going to you're going to basically print out a list of things that are fucked up for them, right? All the problems. All right, now where it said you could really like be able to I guess kind of squeeze the client here to make them really think, believe that you're the solution, is what we've been talking about with running simulations. So you you come into the business, you do the audit for free. Here's your free audit. Okay, these are all the things that are messed up. Sit with that. Let me know what you think about that. Oh, because they'll rationalize everything in the book. Oh yeah, we kind of do that, but I got a plan for that, and yeah. And then you go, okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a simulation. I'm going to run a simulation of your last 12 months because this is what has actually been happening. All right, I'm going to tell you, and this simulation is going to show us, what the result is, and you're going to set the parameters of the simulation, run the simulation, 100 times, show them that it has a negative result 99 times out of 100, or a non-productive, or they're stagnant, some sort of pain point, right? And then they have the proof right there, like, oh shit. Well, what do we do? Well, what we do is you let me come in here and direct things.
Where do you run the simulation at? I mean, is this a Claude thing as well? Yeah.
Yeah. It's exactly.
I really got to think about a prompt for that because I'm not honestly tracking on how I would do that. Yeah, just to be, yeah.
The prompt's in there.
Is it in there? Okay, I was just reading through it, so okay, I haven't got that far in. Okay, awesome.
The prompt's in there, and then here's another thing that you can do for everyone. Take notes here. Is you can, if you don't know how to write a prompt for it, you can say, pretend you are a fucking, master business auditor, and here's the end result. Write me a prompt to get here. To literally write me a prompt to feed you to get to this result. And then it's going to write you out a prompt. You copy it, go to a new little task thing, open it up and go, here's the prompt. Boom. And now you've just solved the problem of, I don't know what to prompt it with. It tells you what to prompt it with.
Where are these located, by the way? Just to ask.
On the school community, inside the AI think tank category. Yep. So anytime you are stuck on something, just ask it. Direct it. It's just a weird way to think. I get clogged up all the time too. I'm like, well, I don't like right now. My biggest thing is my Claude is so disorganized, and I have no fucking clue how to organize it. I don't know how to get the things to talk to each other. I've been trying to do it. I'm like stuck. And the problem is I just started. I need to prompt it to teach me how to use this thing fucking better. That's what I need. I need to quit building, and I need to sharpen my tool. When you're in the military, they give you a gun. Okay, you have a gun with bullets, but if you can't fucking shoot it, right? If it's not sighted in, it's useless. We're just shooting fucking bullets all over the place, and they're making loud noises, but there's no effect. And that's me right now. And that might be a lot of you guys too. Now, Josh, we're gonna come around to all these ideas again. And if you guys want, you can mute, kill your camera, and go throw those things into your Claude and have it go to plan mode, right? Don't have any build anything. Just say, give me the plan. Give me the plan. Because if you say build it, it's going to start fucking sucking up resources and slowing down. Just go give me the plan. Once you have the plan, rate the plan. If the plan isn't good enough, rework the plan until it gets to a rating you approve of. Then run the simulation. Just like that. That's the order of operations. Okay, Josh, you had my Claude alerted me today that you had submitted a day one, which I'm all about. I had to look up what that thing was.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy. I've been dealing with this for over a year now, and I pretty much got the wrong procedure, but there's really not a lot of info about this. I wasn't sure if, I mean, that's what Claude basically told me was the best move after all those prompts.
To catch everybody up, Josh had an annoying medical thing. And we're all dudes here, so we could all probably have it one day. But apparently it's in like one of your veins in your nutsack gets big. And I guess it just is, I don't know, fucking probably looks weird as shit. And so you know, your car's making noise, you got to go get it checked out. And so you went to the doctor and they did the wrong surgery.
So, I mean, you could either get, it happens in like 1 of 5 guys. Most guys don't know they have it until they try to have kids. But in my situation, I got kicked in the nuts. And then I must have had it my whole life. But after I got kicked is when I started to feel the pain. So it was nonstop pain. You can either get an embolization, which is like a minimally invasive procedure where they stick a coil into your vein and block the blood that way. Or you get microsurgery, get cut open. And that's the more effective way, but you know, if you go online, it says an embolization is almost just as effective as a microsurgery. So, you know, I just got the embolization. I thought, let me just do that first. And clinically, it was a success because the vein is a lot smaller, but it's still there, and that's I'm still fucking in pain. So it's basically, and now I just switched insurances this past January, and now my insurance doesn't cover the fucking surgery, so now I gotta wait until next year. So I'm going to be on 2 years of fucking ball pain, basically, by the time it's all said and done. But yeah, so there's not a whole lot of information about which one you should get. You kind of just got to fend for yourself. If you go see a radiologist, he's going to say, oh yeah, come see me. If you go see a surgeon or a urologist, he's going to say, yeah, you should get to see me. So.
All right, so you're in you got the rigmarole. That's what that's called. Is you got the runaround. It's another way to put it.
Yeah. How can we make money off of this?
Exactly. So I saw your deal and I put it. Oh, good. Sam is here. I literally just watched a old reel that me and Sam did together. It made me laugh. But anyhow, I put your day one into my Claude and I said, what do you think about this? And it was just like, oh yeah, you could do a PDF and sell it for $37 with men and ball pain. And I said, this is a fucking terrible idea. And it was like, you're right. I was like, no one's gonna buy this. This doesn't get anywhere. Like it doesn't.
I don't think I would have bought it. That's why I was so
there's no upsell. It's nothing. It's a fucking flyer on a telephone pole. And so it's valuable. Like it has valuable information on it, but it's basically a Google search. It's a fucking Reddit page. So there's not a way to sell that. But what you said there at the tail end is the thing that I've been trying to work with Stevie on. And this could be something you guys work on together. So she's been she's a physician's assistant. She worked 5 years in the military system. She's worked 5 years in the civilian system. And she has seen how shitty the fucking medical system is in both the government and the public sector, and how people like you are the ones that get fucking shafted. And so what needs to take place is some sort of like a tool of some sort that helps people navigate the insurance system, because people don't know what you get health insurance. You just sign a bunch of fucking papers. You don't really know what you're doing. Same thing with auto insurance. Every time I have to adjust my auto insurance on USA, they're like, how would $100,000 be good for your liability? I'm like, I have no fucking clue. Just give me the lowest fucking price. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with medical insurance. And so there's a massive pain point there. And what we all know here is that the insurance companies actually profit off the fucking clunkiness of the system. That's why it is the system. That's why the system hasn't changed. And the system won't change because it fucking dimes people and fucking nickels and dimes them until they're literally bankrupt. So we need to fight against that or help people navigate that. And that's the thing. And like, having a weird fucking, I mean, you said 1 in 5. So that's actually not that's actually very prevalent. Right. And it's so prevalent and you still don't know what to do. So Claude helps us there. Claude, help us out here. How do we have put the bat on the ball. I like this baseball reference, right? We've put the bat on the ball. The ball is in play. Now we got to try to knock the runner home. So this is going to go up on the school community because I don't know where to go from here. I don't. But this is going to go up on the school community and it's going to run a bunch. I already have it programmed. It's going to run a bunch of simulations until it has a plan that's a 9 out of 10. That's what these guys have right now. The peptide thing and the business audit. That's sitting on school right now. It's already run simulations. It already has prompts. All people have to do is pick it up and run with it. Pick it up and run with it. And then if you're able and come, like, go do it. Go fucking implement the solutions. Go make mistakes. Come back to these calls. Update me. Update your Claude. And we just do it over again. We talk it out. All right, Claude, listen to that. Now take us to the next step. And if you're able to get something to market, if you're able to get a product to sell, that's what I put on my story. I will literally finance you. I will help you sell it. I will use my social media presence to get you a head start. That's the value here, is we use my network. I can fucking connect people all day long. I know NFL players. I know fucking I got to DM Randy Orton tonight about WrestleMania and smoking a joint before WrestleMania. He's the fucking main event. So like that shit exists. We can reach out and press those buttons. Is anyone a fucking crazy NFL fan? I got 3 NFL players on the fucking call list right now that are like that. They were third stringers. They played for 10 years, but they saw what the NFL did poorly, and that's where we can step in and send old Roger Goodell the bill. All right.
From here, I love that. But from here, you said that the AI is going to run simulations on something before I can get to work on something, or like the stat for insurance companies, right?
As soon as this call is over, what I do is I usually go smoke a joint and eat some food, and then I come back to my computer and I take the transcript of this call, I put it in a Google Doc, I download it into a PDF, and then I upload it to my Claude, and I have a rule set that the Claude fucking analyzes the transcript. It summarizes everything. It creates priorities of work, and it puts out a big old updated thing on school every night. Now, last night, it told me that I need to start doing this thing called the idea board. And so this is the idea board. Share. This is the idea. So it's inside of the AI think tank. But these were the 4 ideas that we put the bat on the ball last night. I honestly cheated. I put a little bit of effort into this one. It told me that I should create. So there's this toy that's like really popular right now called Nido in like elementary school kids and shit like that. And basically, if you can get your hands on some generic versions of that, because the brand names sold the fuck out, and you start up a little store and you let fucking Claude run ads, and it even said market it towards adults with ADHD, so you can do kids and adults, and it was just like you can take it and run with it, and you wouldn't have to do anything. That was like the cool thing, is like it was like for 2.5 hours a month. That's all the human time that would need to be put in. You just need to set up the accounts, make sure it all runs smooth, get a daily report, and just make the machine run. Now, again, look, I'm saying this like that's what I see happening. That's what that thing told me to do. I don't fucking know how to do that. I have no idea how to do that, but I think I'm relatively intelligent. I could probably figure out how to get on Alibaba and find some fucking jelly donut looking thing and then I get a Etsy account and I set up drop shipping and I connect all those things together to where I have a little storefront. People buy it. There's Google ads, there's Facebook ads, there's all these things running around. I'm not the face of it. It's just a toy, it's just a tool, it's a fidget spinner. Remember fidget spinners? That's what this Nido thing is supposed to replace. Like it's the next fidget spinner. It's just like a little, I don't know, it's all different colors and whatever. And so like it's gonna go away. In 6 months it will be the fucking stupidest thing ever. But right now it's about to be really fucking hot. And, you know, a long time ago, you'd have to literally set up a business, get an LLC, blah, 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 like do this whole thing and catch it right at the right time. But now we can automate everything. Again, I don't know how to do it, but if people keep fucking giving attempts and finding, like, there's already companies that do this at a high level. We just got to go find them. We got to go figure out what they do. We got to copy them. We got to come back here. We got to fucking word vomit into our AIs. We got to say, where are our gaps in thinking? What are we missing? Rate this plan, run a simulation. And then we can probably get it 90% of the way there. I'm confident. The 6 of us right here in this room could take several products to market and turn a profit with knowing very little. This is called robbing the bank, gentlemen. You seen Ocean's 11? Italian Job? Yeah, you're good at this, I'm good at that, you're good at that, you're good at this. We're sitting in the back of the fucking tire shop and we robbed the fucking bank. And we decide when we want to do jobs and when we don't. Yeah. Sam, welcome. What up, man? Give us something from a college kid's perspective, from a young adult perspective, from a this is prime crash out season, by the way. The winter to spring season change, that's prime crash out time. People start freaking the fuck out. They start getting all anxious. They start fucking doing drugs. How you doing?
Doing good.
All the people that aren't here tonight are doing drugs. They're crashing out. All right, what's up? What's going on in the university? What are the universities fucking up?
That's a good question.
What's your gym fucking up? What is Bowl of Gains messing up? No, I'm not saying. I'm just thinking about the what was Rainbet messing up?
Is perfect.
Yeah.
I had an idea and I just lost it. Oh no. Oh, I did have an idea on like casinos are super hot right now, and I know that sports betting is too. Now, there's no such thing as a sports betting for bodybuilding.
I see where you're going with that. And you could do predictions, and there could be like a poly market type of thing.
You could do parlays.
Yep.
Who gets first, second, third, all that stuff.
Yeah, you can absolutely. That is, I mean, on Coinbase right now, I can bet if Trump's going to say fucking restaurant, right? Like I can bet anything right now on Poly Market. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. But it's built for us to ruin ourselves. That's the system it's built for. So how do we make money from it? If you can't beat them, join them. Now, the thing that I think you're going to run into, Sam, it's a great idea. It sounds really fun. It could do really, really well. But bodybuilding is so fucking small. On the grand scheme of things, I used to think it was massive. I used to think I was a tiny little fish inside of bodybuilding. And now, I'm not trying to be cocky here, but I look over at bodybuilding and I'm like, man, that thing is just so tiny. Like Andrew Jack just won $1 million in a month. He made $1 million in a month. Okay, in the circles that I compare myself to, those guys do that every month on repeat, month after month after month, without even breaking a fucking sweat. And that's what makes it small. But it's still a thing. So let's put the bat on the ball. Usually what I have people do, Sam, is try to find a pain point in your life something that like is annoying to you, something that you keep have to do, you keep running into, roadblocks or difficulties. Like those are usually the things that I try to have AI help us create solutions for. But also, if you're really excited about something, then you should try to pursue it as well. There's another guy. There's a guy on the team of ours. His name is Austin Ham, and that dude knows everything about sports betting. He knows it so much it put him into the hospital a few times. Uh, and he was also a Boston Celtics cheerleader. So he like knows fucking Shaq. He like knows he's like right there on the fucking sideline. Um, and I think that he could do something for like gambling addicts, or something for like people who actually want to start sports betting responsibly, like a sports betting for dummies type of thing, like kind of a B league to to like DraftKings and like some of those more intimidating sites. So that's something that I've talked with him about. That again, that's the bat on the ball right there. Is there AI can help us do something with gambling.
I
I
have another idea.
I don't know what. Go.
So, a lot of problems with like bodybuilding in colleges, a lot of people don't know how to track their macros while being in a dorm and eating dorm food.
Yeah.
Now, what if we came up with an app similar to ManyFit, where it has every single university in America, and with that you could find actually what they're having for each meal during the day, and you make like similar ManyFit kind of macro tracker app, but for dorm food.
You had to have a really catchy name, but it has potential. I mean, when I was in the Army, I used my Fitness Pal and I put the MRE macros into my Fitness Pal. Like I was that obsessed. So it does exist, right? There's people out there that would use that. I don't know what that looks like, but it's a potential. Try to build out a plan, try to run a simulation, try to have it shoot holes in your plan, and then you move on. Austin, you look like you're about to unmute.
Yeah, all right. I was just on the betting side is making me think like betting actually require like a lot of like regulation and like a lot of holes to like jump through. But what if you could like train an AI model to just like help people place better bets? Maybe something simple like that, and then you can like charge them like $4 or $5 a month, to be a part of the app, and that they just win more. Some.
Yep. All right. What else do we need to talk about? Is anybody stuck? Stevie's in here. Anyone learn anything this week that can help the group? Anyone find any neat tools? Anytime I want images on something, Claude gives me bullshit. How do I fix that? Anyone know?
Use Gemini for images.
And that's another language model, right? That's Google's language model.
Yeah, I learned that that's my business coach taught me that. He basically just said he uses Gemini and it doesn't fuck up. Claude does, ChatGPT does. Gemini's pretty good with it.
Okay. What have you been using?
I've been using Claude right now, but it isn't very good. I need to use Gemini. I want to make the switch, but another expense.
Tell us more. I mean, fuck. I'll go try Gemini. I just haven't had a reason to. I've felt like Claude's been doing a really sufficient job for me. But tell me about Gemini.
I mean, that's what I've had Gemini produce some images, and it's like so much more detailed. There's some limitations with it, and I find like if you make it like too racy, like I don't know if you needed like some sexy image or something like that, you got to be really careful with it. Like if you wanted a swimsuit model for something you're advertising, you got to be careful with the wording. But it's
Oh, it's woke?
It might be a little bit, yeah.
It's woke. It's the woke one.
It is. But it does produce really good images. I've firsthand seen the images that produces. But in order to really unlock it, you have to pay for it. I'm pretty sure.
All right, question, Austin Gentile. So I have on my YouTube page, I started prematurely. See, I do this all the time. I start things and then I don't follow through on them because I know that it's taking away from what I actually need to do. So I'm getting better at it. But so all my day in the life videos on Instagram have all gotten suspended, restricted, taken off because I break all the community guidelines in basically every scene. And so I want to move. I wanted basically. So I have over 100 episodes of my day in the life videos, and if I could just take those videos, and I mean I could put them all on Twitter or something like that. But what I would rather do is I want to convert them all and make them all animated. It doesn't have to be perfect, but like the events, the timeline, the story, like it's all there. And we could just make a cartoon version of me. And so I had that done. And I did some shorts and I put up a video and I think it performed okay. It didn't have any like talking or anything. It was just like there's still a lot to go. But it's the guy I was working with, you know, it was taking him, 8 hours to finish a 3-minute video. And he was using Gemini, and that was going to cost me a lot. And so, if there was a way to be able to create a cartoon series based off of media that's already been produced, I think that would be a really good offer to sell famous people. Case in point, there's a bodybuilder. His name is Martin Fitzwater. Okay. His nickname is Martin the Martian, based off of the cartoon character, the Martian. This guy loves cartoon. I don't know if he'll ever watch this, but that guy loves cartoons more than anyone. He fucking literally loves cartoons. Like he's still a child, right? He literally never left Saturday morning cartoons. I don't say that derogatory. I envy that. I really enjoyed Saturday morning cartoons, and he still lives it like daily. And so he had recently a bit of a crash out, prime crash out season, little crash out, and he lost a few sponsors. And I just thought, man, what? And he has a YouTube channel with gold, just fucking content gold. That if we just turned him into a little cartoon and we got a YouTube page monetized, we could just we wouldn't have to literally produce anything. It's already there. You just got to convert it and then run it to the moon. I just don't know how to do that. If I could lock in and do that, I fucking would. And I'd do it for a bunch of famous. Like, you just got to do it for one famous person, and it gets hot, and people are like, wait a second, I can have a cartoon? Sign me up. Right? Because that alleviates talking to the camera. I don't got to talk to the camera anymore. So I don't have to, I can not deal with my fear of that. You're blurred out. What you got? You're on portrait mode. Are you a cartoon?
No, I made a cartoon of you, and I'm trying to get it.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Look like I'm ready to try out for the football team.
So I used a reference image of you, and I gave it the shittiest prompt ever, but it was pretty decent. I don't know.
I mean, we can look at my YouTube channel real quick. Let me pull it up, and I'll show you what we produced. It was good. I liked it. The time it was going to take and the amount of money that I was going to have to spend, I was just like, and I'm not talking about you, Austin. This is the first guy I worked with. Where's my shit? Holy cow. Hold on. Hold the phone. What have I said twice already on the call? It's prime what? It's prime what? It's prime
Season.
crash out season, motherfuckers. I'm telling you, if your wife starts acting fucking crazy, if people at work start doing things they don't are out of character, that's really the best way to put it. People start behaving in a way that is non-characteristic to how they normally behave. That is the definition of a crash out. Everyone goes through it, and it goes in all the seasons. Mine's going to hit here at some point anytime soon. And the key is not to try to avoid the crash out. The secret to success is recognizing the crash out is happening, and then you just tell everyone around you, hey, I got to take a few days off, and you go crash the fuck out, and you don't make any decisions. None. You make zero fucking decisions. No financial decisions, no relationship decisions, nothing. And if they're upset with that, then you say, well, I'm sorry, but I'm crashing the fuck out right now. And if I tell you exactly how I feel, you're going to leave anyway. So you just tell them, I need to chill for 2 days. And it usually works. All right. Life coaching complete. But here was the cartoon. So it has like sound effects, but there's no like talking per se. And it's just kind of randomness. But it has potential. I don't have that tattoo, but there I have those. So that was. So I ran basically I mean, it did all right. How many views did it do? Like 500 views. So it has potential. People would actually watch cartoons. Why are you a dinosaur? And yeah, that's like another thing. Like it's like a fun thing that you can market. It doesn't solve a problem. So it would be a luxury thing for people. That's why you would sell it to famous people already. But if you could crack the code on that, a couple, maybe 2 years ago on Instagram, people were paying a lot of money to get animated, like photos. I remember Jared Feather, he had it as his profile picture forever. Like people would make like an animated photo of you flexing or something and people would buy it. So it's a thing.
Yeah, I looked into like how to make it, and for anybody that wants to do it, AI can get you about 90% of the way there. It would probably take you about 30 to 40 hours to learn how to make your first video, and then you could probably make like a video every like 2 hours from there. Is kind of what like the what I kind of like figured out from there. So if anybody wants some direction on that, I can help with it, but.
If anyone wants,
30-hour investment could totally just pay off right there.
So that goes on the idea board right there. If anybody wants to go and make a cartoon, if anyone wants to pick that up and run with it, I'd highly recommend, number one, talking to Austin Gentile because he's done a little bit of research on it already. Or if, Austin, you do have time, you can maybe, whatever you do have collected, have your Claude go and maybe post in the comment section of this idea, just what you know. A great way to do that, great way to transfer information from one Claude to another Claude is to tell it this. Claude, make sure you fucking put this in bold. Create me a markdown file with everything you know about this conversation, with everything you know about this product, with everything you know about this app, the code, everything. Leave nothing out. Just like make that fucking prompt bulletproof. Like give me everything. Not a little bit of things. Give me all the fucking money, right? Put it in the bag. And so you have this markdown file. And now you just download it to your computer. And then you can take that markdown file and you can send it to somebody, you can post it in a comment somewhere, and then people can take it and they'll just drop it into their Claude and it'll populate. Yep. And what I'm hoping from the idea board is that you guys do collaborate on that. Collaborate on that idea. And then we'll help you get it home. Connor's here. Connor's idea is on the idea board right now. His was the what was it called? The disaster decision tree. Just to speed everybody up. The disaster decision tree. Okay. Who here knows exactly what to do if your house were to burn down tonight? What number would you call? Like, what do you do? Do you get reimbursed for your hotel that you have to? You don't have a fucking house. Do you get a new house the next day? Like, what happens to all my shit that just burned up? Like, what do you do? I got no fucking clue. If this house burns down tomorrow, I guess I'm calling my property manager and going, and you know what she's going to say? Call your insurance company. And I'm going to go, okay. And I'm going to call my insurance company and they're going to go, well, what did your property manager say? And I'm going to go, they told me to call you. And they go, and then they're going to say, let me put you on hold. That's what happens. That's literally what happened. Connor, how close am I on that?
Pretty accurate.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Right? So if there was a tool that could totally alleviate that entire experience so that I just know there's just like a button on my phone. It's just like a red button and it just says press here if something's fucked up. And I just press that and then it tells me what the next steps are. Like, you know, if there's a fire emoji, there's a water emoji, there's a fucking car crash emoji, there's a tornado emoji, there's a hurricane emoji, there's a fucking crazy ex-girlfriend fucking spray painting shit on your house emoji. Like, you know, like anything that could go wrong, I just need to know what to do next, right? As guys, we don't need to sit there and process it and think about like what we feel. We just need to know what the fucking next steps are so I can get back on with my life, right? Chicks need to go like talk to somebody about it or whatever. I just need to know what the fuck to do. Claude, take that and run with it. I think that was idea number, let me get a quote here. Build upon idea number 1. And there's a water emoji next to a drop. That's hilarious. Okay, where are we at? Why is that on the browser? How do I get rid of that? Okay, where are we at? Nothing heard? Nothing heard?
Well, I just ran your prompt in Claude, and I mean, I gotta say that the output of Claude from chat is pretty significant. I mean, from the, it basically created this massive checklist, which I didn't get a clean output from chat. And it ran the audit on 10 businesses just now. And that's the prompt I gave it, 10 businesses. I could probably say 20, 30, 40 businesses. But yeah, I mean, this is good shit, dude. I mean, just to hear, yeah, good shit. 2 businesses that I do frequent, so yeah.
What when you see, because what you're seeing right now, I'm guessing is a potential next step, right?
Right. The next step, contacting the businesses, showing them the report, and then basically being like, hey, if you pay me money, I will fix these problems for you.
Yep. So take what you got there, create a markdown file, and go to where you've been working your other stuff and have it incorporated in. Have it folded in. Have it rerun the simulation. Have it refine the business audit. Try to make it faster. Try to, whatever. And then once you have that plan, right, run that simulation a couple hundred times. And then I guess at a certain point, you got to go actually to the business or call them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And to make sure everyone understands how simple this actually is, let's watch a reel. I've had this guy on the call or on the on our calls before, and he is a stud. He's 18 years old. He's literally everything all of us wish we would have been at 18. He's jacked and he's smart as shit. He just finished his senior year of high school in 3 months. I guess you can do that now. And he has 480,000 followers on Instagram because he does this series. It's called Proof You Can Get Good at Anything. And he does these challenges. Okay, he does challenges where he learns how to juggle while riding a unicycle. He learns how to do a kickflip on a skateboard. He learns how to play Back in Black on the electric guitar after never picking up a guitar in his entire life. The one I'm going to show you, though, is how he made $1,000 in one day. Okay? $1,000 in one day as an 18-year-old still in high school. This is his page right here. Luke, living proof you can do anything. It's his whole thing. Luke proof, like DM me proof. Like he's got it. He's got it. And all at watch. Look at the views on these reels that he does. It's just insane. Millions, just crushing. Where is the $1,000 in one day? Right here. Check this out.
I'm about to build a brand new business and make $1,000 in a day. Game plan for Proof Digital. That's the name of my business. Step 1. Build a website for Proof Digital. Woo! This shit is tough. Proof Digital. Meet the team. You get to meet the team on my website. Step 2. Make a list of every business in my city. They're about to have a little chit chat with Luke Proof today. Or should I say Proof Digital? Oh! Step 3. Start dialing the phone. Start. We're contacting the operator, baby.
Call transfer failed.
I noticed that you guys don't have a website on your page.
I'm not interested, buddy.
Did I just get buddied? I just got buddied, bro.
Keep right, the cornerstone rookie.
Yes, sir.
I've been building websites in the area for like the last 2 years. I actually built you out a full website. Would you be free to like hop on a call later today or no?
No, we can do 5:30. I'm gonna be at the job site till 5.
Okay, perfect. What's your email, man? I'm gonna send you that right now.
It's like talking to a chick.
Build me a website for cornerstone rookie.
It's gonna be calm, high energy. Calm, high energy. Come on, baby. Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, Luke, let's go.
As you can see, completely automated towards exactly what you guys got going on. If you do have any recommendations, I can obviously switch that for you. But do you kind of like this layout that I've got for your phone right now?
Yeah, I do. I really like it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We're
sir.
gonna have to make some changes.
Typically, the pricing would be around like $12.99 for a website, but I do bring it down to $9.99 for anybody on Ocala. So I don't know if that's something you can get going on with like right now, but if we can get going with that right now, I'd love to start picking up on whatever recommendations you have for the website, and I could probably have that for you by tomorrow. You think that's something we can go with?
Sounds great. Yeah.
All right, man. Looking good. Looking good. Did you get that payment through or not?
Yeah, I should just have going.
All right, let me check.
You see how you're at?
Yep. Okay, I got it, man. Great talking to you, brother.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do this.
You have a great night, man.
Yeah, you too.
Boys, let's see if this focuses. Oh my gosh, $1,000 in my account. 1 day of hard work. Boys.
18 years old. 18 years old, and all he did was be a little bit smarter than that guy with the roofing company. Just a little bit. He just went to AI. Like you don't even have to do the first part. You don't even have to build yourself a website. You can just call people on the phone and say, I can do this thing that you don't have. Hey, you have this problem. I'm the solution. You know what probably happened is that guy for the last like 6 months has been thinking and probably telling his girlfriend, like, I really need to get a website. I really need to get a website. I know I need a website. And then Luke Proof calls him up and goes, hey man, I've been building websites the last 2 years. And he goes, oh, thank God. $1,000 for something that he did with literally like one line of fucking text. So that's what's possible with that business audit that Austin is talking about. Is you can just like go into a business, Find, something that should be automated that isn't, and then just step in. Just show them the bleeding wound, and then show them how you're going to be the one that patch it up. I got you. You win, and they win. Hunter, who's been on here quite a while, he's been just killing it. It's why he's probably not on here right now. He's been killing it on Upwork. There are still people on Upwork that own businesses that need logos made. They don't know you can just get logos made on ChatGPT now. They're literally hiring people. He made $500 the other day on logos that you can just put into ChatGPT for free, right? Or Gemini, right? Even make it even better. But if you give them exactly what they want, they're going to pay for it. So that's how simple it can be. You don't have to create the next craziest gambling app, Sam. If Luke, the 18-year-old kid in high school, can make $1,000, we can all do it too. We have way more experience than him. He might have a little bit more energy. I think he's got us on that one. But nothing that fucking a couple espressos and a monster can't fucking. We can get there. I can dial 80 fucking phone numbers. I don't want to, but I could do it. But still, $1,000 in a whole day is what I used to make as a posing coach, and I would work my fucking ass off. 10 clients a day, 10 hours on the phone looking at guys in their fucking underwear. Jesus. And most of them bought packages, so it wasn't really, it was 10 clients, and it was more like needed like 14 clients a day to make $1,000. That kid did it with a fucking Google search and it's that easy. And those businesses are still out there, right? And I've told everyone on the call the last time, you know what else that guy that Luke sold that website to, you know what else he doesn't have? Everything after a fucking website. He doesn't have a social media manager, I'll tell you that much. His fucking Instagram page probably sucks. Oh, you guys are pretty good at Instagram. I don't know about you, Patrick. I haven't seen your account. I haven't done a whole deep dive on it yet. But the guys that I'm looking at right now you guys all have over 10,000 followers. You guys have all grown a following. If you called that guy after the website and said, hey, I can get you to 10,000 followers on your Instagram, he'd be like, what? Everyone remember when they hit 10K? It's like a big deal. That's when I knew that when I hit 10K followers, I was like, okay, like I might actually not starve. Like I got some momentum here. I might actually not quit this time. You guys don't know?
5 today.
There you go. There you go, man. Dude, I quit social media like 5 times. I quit 5 times before I fucking finally buckled down. So you guys are all going to be successful at whatever you do. It doesn't even matter because you're here right now. It doesn't even matter what you do. You're going to make it happen. I'm just here to help try to use this new thing. So if we keep coming back here every single night and updating each other on where we're at, eventually these days are going to start stacking up. The information is going to start stacking up, and we're going to start seeing some payouts. And I'm all about getting you guys paid. I somehow, I have no idea how this works, but in all the 3 like evolutions of my business that it has had, whenever I get all of my people paid is when somehow I also like do really well for myself. I don't know how it works. But if I like push off the clients to you guys, if you guys make the ideas and I help you sell it, somehow I work out in that. I make out in it. I don't know how. And I'm also way better at making other people money than myself money. It's like easier, right? It's like giving relationship advice. It's like, yeah, dude, your wife's fucking crazy. You need to leave her. What else do you need? right? Like that's the next step, motherfucker, right? Same thing with these business things. Like that's, and Sam knows it. Sam went through it with the posing coaching. There's no secret sauce. It's DM motherfuckers until your thumbs bleed. Eventually someone will say yes. Then you get the client result. Then you pump it into the content and the flywheel starts. Same thing with this AI shit. Except you don't even have to do the content. We're so early, you don't have to do content. You can just walk to the next laundromat, Austin. they don't even have social. So you can do the business audit. Here, you watch this. Stack the offer. You do the business audit. You tell them what's all fucked up about their business. And you also include, oh yeah, you're going to need some social media. And I can do that too. Right? Or I got people on my team that do that. I mean, I got people that do that. David could do that. You could hand that account right off to David, and David would kill it, right? And
That's
you
right,
and you just take a percent. You let David run the whole social media thing, and you pay him a percent. David works for me, by the way, guys. David works for me, and Austin's about to fucking employ him out from under me, and I'm okay with it. I get David paid, please, God. He's a stud.
Roger that.
He's been with me since the posing coaching days too. Now he's about to be a B2B social media manager. What else do businesses not have? They don't have websites. They don't have social media. They don't have clean customer service systems. They suck at Google reviews. The maps. How about this? How about the hours and all the shit on Google? How they're always like all wrong.
That's literally question 2 in the checklist, is confirming across platforms that these are accurate. And then the follow-up that Claude gave me is that, obviously ask those questions to the owner or the manager that you meet with, right? Because what's their perspective on it versus Google's perspective on it. So
yeah,
you're all over it. Like the whole SEO stuff, all the keyword shutter suits. I mean, Claude just did literally all of it.
The business owner never searches, dry cleaning Tacoma, because they already know where the dry cleaners are at. Right? That's not something that they Google. But it's the thing that they should be Googling every fucking day, so that they know that their thing comes up at the top every time.
An interesting thing with Chris and Molly, you actually touched on it a couple calls ago, but
yeah.
I can't remember what you said, but Chris, it was something like Chris thinks he's like the best in the world at what he does. That was the biggest thing that the AI came out with, is that none of his language relates to customers or people who are searching for like back pain. You'd have to search for like kinesiology support in Tacoma, and like who's going to type that into Google and look for kinesiology? Nobody, right?
Nope.
So it was
Fucking nobody.
Fucking nobody. So it was just trying to like look at some of that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. It's just the outputs of the system is absolutely incredible.
I had this kind of realization a couple days ago, maybe it was a couple weeks ago, where I was driving. I don't know why, but I get like great like flow state when I'm driving, so I don't listen to any music or anything, and I just kind of let myself go. And I had this concept where I was like, man, there's a lot of dumb people in the world. And I was like, and there's not seem to be like a lot of smart people. And I think a big problem we have in society is that the smart people are actually the ones that like make plans and make decisions, and I fall into this all the time, but they make decisions and plans based off of what smart people would do. But most of the world is dumb. So when smart people are in charge and they try to apply smart people solutions, and then they rely on the dumb people to actually carry the things out, it doesn't work. And I was like, man, I need to start making solutions for dumb people. Don't do the thing that I would do, because I'm kind of smart. And I might like think of a lucrative way to do this that makes total sense to me, right? You ever like have an argument with your chick and like you have every bullet point of like how you're right, and you're like, this fucking, there's like no way I'm wrong here. Like literally every which way you look at it, literally not wrong, and you still don't win the argument, right? It's because you don't. You're on different levels. You like men and women understand each other. English. Men and women understand each other just enough to reproduce. That's not my words. That's words from some science guy I heard on fucking Diary of a CEO. But even like across all species, like they just understand each other enough to reproduce, and that is all. And that is all you'll ever know. You'll never understand how the fuck they're wired. It doesn't make any sense. So when you're making decisions, when you're creating tools with AI, when you're trying to help businesses that are run by, for lack of a better word, dumb people, don't give them the smart people solution. Give them the distilled down version of it. And so one thing that I do whenever I have Claude write for me, it has a rule that says you have to write this in a 5th grade level. You have to explain this to me in a 5th grade level. And if it gives me a business principle or it tries to educate me on something, I make it modernize it. So instead of just giving me conceptual data, tell me a story. And it'll tell me a story about fucking Domino's Pizza and how they fucked something up. Or it'll tell me about why Bill Belichick and Tom Brady were the best. It was because they had internal processes within their business that made them understand every single defense, all the plays, what to run. It was all calculated because all the data was. He had all the data right there on the chart right in front of him. Knew exactly what play to call. Those were like internal processes to help improve your systems within a business. Every single morning, the CEO should wake up to a report that has everything he needs to know. Boom, 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 boom. Where we're at with the monthly revenue, what expenses are at, what the fucking tax guy's doing, any actions that need their attention. Every single business owner, every single morning should wake up to a report. And if you can go to a business and say, hey, do you think that every business owner like you should wake up to a morning report with every single fucking thing you need to know for the day? They're going to go, yeah. And you're going to go, here you go. So that's an idea. Somebody can run with that. Because I don't have that right now, and I really wish I did.
I was about to say, I want to make that for myself.
Everything you make doesn't have to be, you don't have to sell it. It can just be good enough for you.
Kind of did make that for myself this week because I have a problem with knowing what to do, even though I'm.
Because you're a human.
But I'm like, but now it's me, right? Like I'm supposed to tell myself what to do, and I'm not good at it. So I have your little statement here written on my board: go to bed like a boss and wake up like an employee. But I'm not going to bed like a boss really good. So I told Claude to be my boss, and I told Claude what I need to be doing every day. And every morning I say, run the CEO day. And then it runs the CEO day, and it gives me a timeline, and it prints out like everything that I need to do for the day, and then I don't follow it.
Ooh.
And that's where we're at right now. So there's some in the loop issues, but.
So yeah.
But it does work. You can do that.
It does work. Mine's managing my Google Calendar right now, and it does take effort. It takes effort, but yeah, if you stick to it, it actually starts to become kind of addicting. Like I'm racing mine to bed every night. My goal is to be in bed by 11 p.m. and I'm sliding in at like 10:56 every night. And I'm like, but that's
Not 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's recent. It was just like let it rip, man.
Yeah.
I would just let it rip till I couldn't see my computer anymore. Like right now.
I can't do it.
Like right now.
30, 39, 40.
I haven't checked out your Mind Valley thing. I saw it showed an attachment. Do you have any? Would it be a good idea to take that attachment and load it up into our Claude?
Yeah, I think it would be worth it just so you don't, like shoot yourself in the foot.
Cool.
So we've been talking about this in like the 25K, so like Ryan's new program a little bit, where a bunch of his like high level coaches, like 50K month coaches and above, are like trying to build out AI systems to run their whole businesses, and they just kind of let it rip, and it like fucked them up real bad. So it's just like AI is not at the point where you can just like let it run.
No.
So you have to really like be in the loop. And so I think like that document gives a lot of procedural fail safes to not do that. So I think it would be worth it to upload it in there.
I think one thing that would be a good thing for everyone to try to do is if you are ever stuck or not sure what to be doing, or you feel overwhelmed because there's this fucking super smart computer in front of you that knows literally every fucking thing from the internet at your fingertips. It's kind of like the whole Netflix thing. Like, what do I watch? What do I watch? Oh my God, this thing's making people billions of dollars, and I can't figure out how to make $1, right? So it's like, what do I do? Okay, what you do in that moment is don't force it. Okay, you don't force it. You don't just like fucking drink an energy drink and be like, I'm gonna fucking type in this shit till I figure something out, because I've done that. What you do is you actually go, that's going upstream, that's swimming upstream, swimming against the current, right? You feel like a fucking badass, you're pumped at the end, but you fucking get nowhere. Ooh, that's a good reference right there. You literally get nowhere. You might even bust your foot on a rock. So what you do instead is you turn around and you go with the stream. And you just let it take you, right? And so what does that look like? It looks like going inward and saying, all right, Claude, how do I use you better? How do I use you to make my life better? How do I use you to make me more productive? How do I use you to actually stick to the CEO day that you're giving me? I have the day, but I literally can't figure out how to do it. What do I need to do? And let it take you. Let it tell you exactly what you need to do. It told Austin Kuffner right here to literally go, he has a generator. His goal this week is to make $1,000. He has a generator. It literally told him to go to a pawn shop and sell the generator. And he's like, all right. Based off of all, we talked to it together for like 40 minutes. We told it everything we're trying to do, and it said, first priority business, get to that fucking pawn shop. And there's a famous pawn shop here in Las Vegas from a show called Pawn Stars. This kid's an influencer. He lives in his van. He has negative $40 in his account right now. He won't let me give him any fucking money. So he has to... Huh?
You're Setter Austin?
No, different Austin. Guy who lives in his van, Austin. He just walked in. So we've given Claude some parameters. We need to get him a new van. We need to get him $1,000. We need to get him 100,000 followers. We got a lot of shit we got to do. So right now, that's why I was watching the videos with Sam, or I was showing him the videos of me and Sam. We're gonna go down to Fremont Street tonight, go get some content.
Oh yeah.
But
You show him the burger.
yeah, he saw the burger. He was like, "Oh, that's here." But yeah.
Right,
So
the whole fucking thing.
yes, you did, dude. That was fucking epic. No, that heart attack grill thing.
Oh, yeah.
He ate like 21 patties. It was insane. But yeah, so you turn inward and you go, all right, make me better at life. Do the life audit. You don't know, have you done the life audit yet? Go to the school community, type in life audit. It'll go through 7 sectors of your life. It'll show you all your blind spots. And here's the thing that I learned. If you're embarrassed, like the more you give it, the better the output's going to be. So if you're like embarrassed by like something that you do or like a habit that you have, and you don't even want to say it, you're like, oh, I don't like saying that word. It's fucking embarrassing. Or I don't even want to talk about that. Go look up the scientific word and just say the scientific word. It works. It works.
Can you give us an example of that?
Self-pleasure habit.
Okay, that's good.
Way less vulgar than like masturbation. Self-pleasure habit,
Dork in the peen.
right? That's a thing that, like, for some people, it can be a problem. It will rot you from the inside out. So this fucking AI will hold you accountable. And be like, no, motherfucker. Or it'll do something different. It'll show you blind spots. It'll convince you of that you're fucking something up. And then you got to go do it. All right. I'm getting kind of lightheaded. We good for the night? All right. Same time tomorrow.